What is up, everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE News video. Today, I've got some great information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has a brand new trailer, and PS4 Pro support has also been announced. You can play at an enhanced resolution or at a higher frame rate. So Ninja Theory has released a new trailer for Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice and confirmed the game will be enhanced for PlayStation 4 Pro. Users with PlayStation 4 Pro will be able to choose between experiencing Hellblade with enhanced resolution or at a higher frame rate of 60 frames per second. High-end PC owners will also have the option to play Hellblade with an uncapped frame rate and resolutions up to 4K. The PC version will also support 21:9 ultra widescreen. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is due out for the PlayStation 4 and PC on August 8th. And you can also check out the new trailer as you're doing so here. But one thing about this game that you have to know, based on their words, as far as Ninja Theory, their words, they said that this is half of the AAA experience, so it's kind of half the game, so it's going to be $29.99. So I'm not exactly sure what that entails for the final result when it comes to length of the game, so I'm guessing they're talking about length, because graphics wise, obviously you can tell that it's very high fidelity in terms of graphics, very nice looking game overall. And remember, Ninja Theory is the same developers behind the DMC Devil May Cry reimagining, or whatever you want to call that game, in addition to Heavenly Sword and Enslaved. So they were a bit of a controversial developer last generation, and they really haven't made much noise in this generation, but we'll see how this game turns out. Overall, I think there's some interest in there. I've been kind of following it a bit in the past couple years. I just don't know what to think about it after the whole DMC Devil May Cry. I actually think that game is okay, but I know a lot of people were just kind of like, meh, and there's definitely some things that I have issues with that game. But it does seem like they're aiming to make a pretty high quality game with Hellblade. And if you have the PS4 Pro, you're going to get some great enhanced support for the system. So let me know what you guys think about Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice on the PlayStation 4 and PC. Will you be picking it up with the reduced price? I'm looking at potentially getting a review copy because I do like Ninja Theory games. I actually 100% completed Enslaved. I played Heavenly Sword, and I played the DMC game, and they're generally all okay to me. They're definitely not bad. So I'm going to check this one out, and I'm interested to see what Ninja Theory has been up to for the past 4 or 5 years at this point. So let me know what you guys think about Hellblade in the comment section below, and your overall thoughts on Ninja Theory as a development studio. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. We've got 16 minutes of brand new gameplay footage for Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. So this is the first gameplay of the Soleil, I think that's how you say it, developed base game. So 16 minutes of Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker gameplay has surfaced online. Animation Comic Game Hong Kong 2017. Soleil developed Naruto game is a team-based fighter featuring various fighting types and gameplay modes. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker is due out for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC in early 2018, and you can check out the gameplay video right here. And the models, I'll have to say, just to be honest here, this is a step down. This game looks definitely a step down from the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games made by the Cyber 2 Connect. They're obviously doing other stuff at this point. I think they're even helping out with Final Fantasy VII remake. I think they're helping out with that. I'm not sure if they're still on that project anymore or even what they're doing, but yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. Obviously, it's a little bit of a different gameplay style than what you've seen before, more adventure-based. Kind of reminds me of the Naruto, the Broken Bond, Naruto Rise of Ninja, those games that Ubisoft did back on the Xbox 360. Kind of reminds me of that type of adventure mode, but then kind of mixing it in with the other styles of games. But yeah, the character models are definitely a step down from what we've seen from Cyber 2 Connect and Bandai Namco, but we'll see. Can this game be good? Maybe. I just haven't had much confidence in Naruto games since the Gekito Ninja Tyson series, because that was my favorite Naruto fighting game series, because to me, I felt that game actually did the combat right when it came to the right amount of ease of use and also depth. We're never going to get that fighting game franchise back, so this is what we have in the meantime, and maybe it'll be a great game, but After looking at some of these models in the gameplay, you never know, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. But it's released in early 2018. Alright, and moving on to the last article here, and possibly the most intriguing one, we have the first gameplay of Sinner, a Chinese-made Dark Souls type of game for the PlayStation 4. So this was announced at China Joy 2017 this week. Chinese developer Dark Star Games announced a new PlayStation 4 game called Sinner during Sony Interactive Entertainment's Japan Asia's China Joy 2017 press conference earlier this week. Unfortunately, assets for the game were nearly impossible to find, and even Dark Star Games' own website doesn't work. But with China Joy now open to the public, first gameplay footage for the title has surfaced from Sony's booth. Sinner is essentially a Chinese-made Dark Souls. Even the title may have been inspired by the subtitle of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. According to Inven, it's a high-quality title with very high difficulty. They died several times in their playthrough. When you die, a big red "you have been defeated" or something along those lines appears on the screen with the text "you are not yet ready" below it. Apparently, no one at the booth has been able to defeat the boss. Currently, Sinner has only been confirmed for a release in China, and you can check out the first gameplay footage that you're doing so right here. So this is interesting. A Chinese-made Dark Souls clone, which really isn't hiding the fact that it's going to be a clone. And Dark Souls has somewhat inspired games like this across the spectrum. There's been games that have came out that people say, yeah, we're going to have that same Dark Souls feel. We're going to have souls that walk around, and when you die, they can give you tips or write things. But nobody's really been able to capture that same Dark Souls sales in addition to the feel of the original franchise. Will this be the first one? Edit. Now, after watching the full video here, just because I was watching it on such a small screen when I did the video, now that I blew it up and I kind of watched it on YouTube, yo, this isn't even inspired by Dark Souls. Yo, this is a Dark Souls rip off. It's not even a clone. It is almost essentially the same thing as Dark Souls with some rearranged looking bosses that even kind of have the same look to them. When you take like the flask for your health, that looks like it. The armor that you start off with, as far as it, yo, this is way too similar to Dark Souls in my opinion. I just had to get a better look at it because when I was editing the video, I was like, yo, hold up here. The numbers and the fonts, like the HUD, everything is way too similar to Dark Souls. So I wouldn't even say this is inspired or anything. This is almost a ripoff. This is such a clone of the game. It's a little bit too much for what I like to see from a developer. It's okay to borrow inspiration, but yo, this is a lot of inspiration. This is a lot. Even down to like the font and how the stamina and everything works. So yeah, Sony was down for this game. They obviously had it in their booth there. It's going to be a PS4 exclusive. I doubt, now that I've been looking at this game, I doubt it's going to be released outside of China. I'm not sure if there'd be some lawsuit issues, but either way, I think a lot of people, even in the comment section of that video, they thumbed it down and they said that, yo, this game looks way too similar to Dark Souls. And it's not even like inspired. It's just a flat out rip off. Like some people are even claiming that they use assets and stuff based on like the HUD. I mean, obviously we don't know if that's true, and Sony is somewhat having it in their booth there, so I don't know about that. But overall, yeah, it's a little bit too similar, and it could be considered by many as a complete rip off of Dark Souls. So let me know what you guys think about this game in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you again for the next video. Peace!